Happy February. It's Susan. How you doing? February is the month of love. So today we're going to do an activity that involves creating hearts. First, I'd like to show you a famous painting. This painting is called Color Study, Squares with Concentric Circles. The artist is Wassily Kandinsky. He lived from 1866 to 1944. Kandinsky was born in Russia, like I said, in 1866. And way back then, artists mostly painted objects and scenes. They would paint landscapes or a vase of flowers, things like that. Kandinsky felt that painting a realistic picture, reproduction of something, was not necessary to make art. Do you think he was right? What Kandinsky thought was that you can just use lines, shapes, and colors to express what you want on your page or on your canvas. You don't need to paint something that's recognizable. One day, he was in his studio and he was playing around with different colors and he was thinking about which colors went with other colors. Maybe red goes with black, or maybe it goes with purple. It might go with yellow better. He was having a good time experimenting with different colors. And the way he did that was through the shapes, concentric circles. Concentric is a big word. Concentric means has the same center. So you have a small circle and then one around it and one around it and around it, and they all have the same middle, the same center point. We are going to experiment with some colors and we are going to make concentric hearts. What we need two pieces of big paper and two pieces of smaller paper. I cut these 6 by 6 and I cut these 3 by 3. They do not have to be that size. You can work with what you've got. This is one of those scrapbooking pads, and I just tore out some of the pages and cut them in fourths. And I use the same ones to cut these into half of this, half of this, and half of this. Eighths, yeah. So I use the same papers to cut these into eighths. You can use construction paper, you can use plain colored paper, copy paper, colored copy paper, whatever you have around. So I'm going to just look through this pile and I'm going to choose the two pieces that I think go together very well. Now, there's no right or wrong answer to this. Whatever you think goes together is whatever you think goes together. So I'm going to choose orange piece and this blue dot piece. Think those go together pretty well? I do. Let's try it. And then I'm going to take two smaller pieces. I think I'm going to take a plain orange. Let's try blue. Come on over to my desk and I'll show you how to make a heart. We're going to start with one and we're going to fold our paper in half. Now, if your paper has a design on one side and white on the other side, you want the design on the inside. This does not have to be exact. It just needs to fold in half. And then we're going to find where the fold is. This is very important. Find where the fold is. This is the open side, and this is the folded side, the closed side. You're going to start on the closed side, about right here. And then you're going to make an ear kind of shape, ear. And then you're going to end right at the edge of the paper. So don't make a half circle. It's a little different than a half circle. Watch it again. You're going to start down, you're going to go up and around and then back down to the tip. Okay. Now we're going to do something similar to our second piece of paper. We're going to fold that in half and we're going to make an ear on this one as well. Start from the fold. This is the open side. This is the folded side. Now we're going to start a little bit lower than our last one. And instead of going all the way to the edges, we're going to go a little away from the edges. And instead of ending right here at the corner, we're going to end a little up from the corner. So this is like a big ear, and this is like a small ear. All right, so now all we need to do is cut these out. Keep it folded while you cut. Okay, then you unfold them, and you've got a big heart and a medium heart. Now, if you think one of these is too big, all you have to do is fold it back up and cut it just a tiny bit smaller. Just trim a little bit off, and maybe that is a little bit better. Yeah, I think I like that better. Super. Now you can get a glue stick and you can glue these two together. Now always put your glue on the smaller piece. If I was going to glue this to this, this is the smaller piece. So I'm going to put the glue here on the smaller piece. Super. Now we've made a concentric heart. And we're going to add 2 more hearts to our concentric heart with these smaller pieces of paper. We're going to do the same thing as we did before. Fold your paper in half. A little tiny, isn't it? Take your pencil. We're going to start here at the fold, not the open part, the fold. We're going to go up and down to the point. And you want to fill most of your page on this small heart. And then with this piece, we're going to do the same thing except smaller. So maybe we'll start about here. We'll go up and to here. We're going to cut these out, see what they look like. I'm thinking this blue one is just a little too big, so I'm going to fold it, trim it out. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, so let's put this on top of this and see what that looks like all together. This one goes here, and this one goes here. I love it. Take your glue stick, put it on the back of this heart. Same thing to this blue heart. And now we've got concentric hearts. Woohoo! You can certainly leave it like this. You can write notes around the edges. Or if you'd like, you can glue it onto a piece of paper. Or you can fold your paper in half and make it a card. If you want to make a background for it, just glue your heart down. It can be in the center, can be on the side. You can write a note over here. You can write a note around it. You can use some oil pastels to draw around your heart. If you have watercolors, you can use those. There are so many different ways you can finish this off. You decide how long you want to work on it and decide what colors you want to try blending together, just like Kandinsky did. So that was pretty fun, wasn't it? It's a fun way to make Valentines that is a little different than what I've seen out there. It also lets us practice our hand skills and our sense of size and order. So experiment with different colors and different ways of doing things. Again, You can write on the back and give it to your friend. I love this as a Valentine for school or for your neighbors or for your relatives. Have fun. I'll see you next time.